we checking the grades together and stuff like that. And it's been times where it's like, I've felt the energy shift a little bit when I might have checked some grades before she might have and said, hey, talk to Dom about this or, whatever. I felt that before too. And I'm like, all right, pull back some or, let her lead in this situation a little bit. So you're not feeling like it's overbearing or you're overdoing too much and whatnot. But it's really just a consideration thing. Like I really had to learn like I said, you don't have kids with somebody not to be together. So shoot,
and if it's
I can only imagine what that
matter. But it don't be about the child. That's
be
a
power.
A lot of times it don't.
When you have two healthy, mature adults that understand that relationships just didn't work out, but we still have to function, that's different.
Yeah.
But it's not like that. Usually it's maybe you cheated on me with her and now you're trying to bring my family this way.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
That's different.
But it's the same situation. Like you still need to think about the child, but then you have all the these years of resentment or anger or bitterness behind it. Some people use that new person to dangle over the biological mother's head.
Yep.
Oh, she's gonna be the mom. Sometimes it's petty and they go.
That says a lot about the guy in the situation. When it's so much, when it's like too much toxicness in a situation when it comes to co-parenting, I look at that man like, get your shit together. Come on, leader. Lead. Come on. Everybody want to talk about that leadership shit until it's actually time to step up and lead in situations like that.
Yeah.
Rico, you are a bonus dad as well. And you have taken over and you lead like a motherfucker in that situation. Can we talk about that?
Well, I mean, another man raised me, right? It's kind of funny how life had a way of repeating itself. I don't believe anything is made by accident. So another man showed me the ropes. Probably came into my life when I was like 9 or 10, and him and my mom split when I was like 17. He had a lot of influence. And to be honest, my mom, he was the one that actually taught me how to love because my mom was so busy working and everything.
Yeah.
He was the one that told me how to like, calm down. You gotta, how to show love and whatnot. So I feel like everything that he did for me, I want to do for my son, right? Yeah. But now I remember back in the day, like 4 or 5 years ago, I had went viral for saying I would never date a woman with a child. That was my preference. It's so funny because now I don't like surprises. Right?
Yeah.
I kind of actually want you to have a child.
So you can see.
I want to know what kind of mother you are first. I ain't trying to figure this out because if you're not a good parent to our child, I'm going to find you unattractive, even if you were the most attractive.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most women with kids are mature.
Yeah, like.
Yeah,
hold on.
They are.
Yeah.
What happened?
We have to be.
They are.
No.
You said most women with kids are what?
Mature.
I thought you said immature. I'm just like, wait a minute, what they do? They be eating the fruit snacks?
Because for one, that woman ain't outside all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, especially a woman like
Our
with
priority are our kids.
your first kid. Most women obsessed with their first kid. You know what I'm saying? So they at home, they doing this and that.
Yep.
Like when they get in the 2, 3, 4, 5 range, they
Especially
might
in
be
their 30s.
comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With going outside and all that stuff. You know
I
what
can
I'm saying?
attest to that because I had Jamila when I was 17.
Yeah.
So I can attest to that. Like it was immediately going to school for nursing. It was no in and out, no play, going to club. I missed all of that. And it was like, I have a baby. Now it's no more being that child. You have to be a mother.
Exactly.
A lot of learned experiences. I think that's probably one of the reasons why I am the way that I am now. It's like I had to be this way because she couldn't see me all out in the streets and stuff and doing all that stuff. No, she had to see somebody who had some type of structure in a home.
That's
Right.
Absolutely.
But we got to go on the flip side.
What's
Like,
that?
'cause I'm from the tri-state. Right? There's a lot of bad mothers out there.
I was.
Like we're not going
to just say.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that they mother is raising that child and they still outside.
Most definitely.
And the problem that I have is when the dude meets a woman outside who's leaving her child inside, right? Often, right? I'm big on being very present, maybe overly present in my kid's life because I don't want to miss a single second.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But of course, you need a break. But and so do women. But when I see a woman that's outside all the time, every weekend, you don't need that many breaks.
That woman is looking for a daddy. That woman is looking for a man.
But why are we meeting in the club? That's not the place to meet no daddy.
No,
like you feel what I'm saying?
So let me speak to what you were saying about most women with children.
Yeah.
They do mature more rapidly. That is true. Women know that they're supposed to be a mother.
Yeah.
They may refuse to do it. They may reject the idea. They may have resentment towards themselves or the father, but they know it is in us to know that we have to be here for our children. There are some people who are just selfish. and they're upset that they made the mistakes that they made. They're upset at the way that life turned out. They're upset that the man is able to have more freedom, and they chase that. And then some of them have lost themselves in the process of being a mother or in the process of carrying a child, and they're looking to find themselves. And that's the mistakes that we see when we see those people who are roaming outside and they have children. You're trying to run from your responsibilities, but you know as a mother what you're supposed to do.
And I seen that early on, right? So it's like when I met my wife, she had a child, and I had a child, right? So and they both was 4. So
y'all got ghetto twins.
Pretty much.
That's perfect.
And it was to the point where it's like, yo, I'm out every weekend. I was the one that was out in the streets.
You was being a thought.
Yeah, heavy. You know
leaving the shop with her.
You feel me? That was her first weekend out. I'm like, nah, we shutting this down. No more going out for both. But it was one of those situations where it's like the same thing with the blended families. Like a lot of y'all super mature.
Yeah.
I had to grow into that. You know what I'm saying? Because when I came in, his father wasn't even in the picture.
Yeah.
Last conversation was, if I'm gonna gotta watch my own kid, you gotta pay me child support. So, for like for 4-5 years, he only known me.
Yeah.
I earned the right for him to call me father.
Absolutely.
Didn't push that on him.
Absolutely.
He did that because of my presence and everything I did. And then you want to try to come back in the picture. That's when I had a problem. You know what I'm saying? I had to grow up, get some maturity by myself, but we had a lot of conversations and it wasn't helping. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm swinging power around. Like, man, I've been, you ain't finna come in this picture and now you finna show them this type of lifestyle after we done got here.
But I can understand that though, because it's like you do what you need to do to raise your kids properly and you're trying to protect them ultimately. Because it's like, I don't want somebody that's gonna be a rotating door. Like you're gonna be here or you're not. But also you're not gonna be a bad influence. We doing what the fuck you're supposed to be doing with these kids. We're breaking those generational curses. We're teaching them independence. We're teaching them how to make money outside of that traditional in a box type of way. We're, laying the foundation so they have the understand life and understand religion and whatnot. Nigga, you're not about to come in here and ruin all that.
But that's the privilege of the biological parent. And I think you said that when we first had a pod, you said that you'd rather the biological father be just out the picture so that you could run your household the way you needed to.
He did say that.
And I felt like a lot of people might have heard that and thought like that's selfish, but I understood where you were coming from. It's easier.
My thing is I can't negotiate with what I feel I'm responsible for. So, and I like right now, I'm his football coach, I'm his basketball coach, I'm his baseball coach. I do his homework with him. I pick him up from school. I drop him home at school.
You're his father.
Yeah, that's my kid. Your kid.
You're doing your job.
But it's so funny because, and that's why I wanted to actually ask you because I still have an issue where I don't, like, he asked me, he's like, can I call you dad, right? And I was like, if that's what you want, but I'm not going to require it.
Okay.
Because as a biological parent, I feel he could be 25 or 22, and then his dad could come into his life, and now all of a sudden that's his dad. You know what I'm saying? And
are you trying to protect yourself, low-key?
No. I'm trying. No, not me. I'm just trying to say, like, I don't want to make it feel like I don't want to rob the fact that right now I think his father ain't shit, right?
Yeah.
But I don't want to. If his father does find a way to change and do whatever it is required,
but he'll remember
for him.
that. Yeah. And anybody that you can pump sperm and whoever become a dad, but it take a real man, a sperm donor. Right. But it take a man to be a father, and I think he's gonna know that. That's why I tell everybody don't spend so much time trying to tell the kid what your daddy ain't doing or what your mom ain't doing because they're gonna grow up and see that.